Namaste, chair yogis. Welcome to another online chair yoga class with me, Elizabeth Henriksen, on behalf of Soul Luna. So take some time to get your space ready. This is chair yoga, so a chair would be wonderful. And it can be a chair with or without arms. Without arms is preferable. Also, putting your chair on top of a mat so it doesn't slide if you're on a slippery surface or against the wall so that the chair doesn't move throughout our practice. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes of a yoga practice today that we're going to focus on healthy joints as well as complete for the whole body and the mind as well. So take your time to get your space carved out, your time and your situation clear to others in your environment, making them aware that you will be practicing for the next hour and 15 minutes so that to leave you alone, please, as in studio, turn off your phones, whatever you need to do to get yourself comfortable and really using this time in the best way possible. Yoga is such a fantastic practice anytime, and especially we can really come home to ourselves by tuning in to our physical and emotional and mental sensations through the practice of yoga. Practices have been around for a long time and they work. So once you're ready and you have your space and you maybe hung up your in-session sign on your door or wherever you're practicing, we'll begin by coming onto our chairs. And this is such an important part of the practice, but it's the time where we begin to feel our contact and feel our bodies. So if you'd like to start to move back and forth on your chair a little bit until you find a spot that's comfortable. The chair that we're using at home may be really different than the ones we use in the studio. So for me, the front is curved up a little bit, so it's really better for me to sit toward the front edge of your chair. So take that time now. Arriving. We'll come right away, but slowly into seated mountain. Seated mountain as our home base, and a few parameters that I always like to mention is to be sure that you're sitting on your chair rather than in your chair. So to me, what does that look like? I'm sitting on a chair, I'm sitting in a chair. Do I sit on a yoga mat or do I sit in a yoga mat? Maybe if I wrap myself up in it. Also, that not are we only sitting up, we are sitting up rather than sitting down. For me, again, sitting down would be more of giving into gravity, which is wonderful in a lot of occasions, but for our practice, we want to sit up rather than down. So I hope you all are doing well in this interesting time. Sending love to everyone in our chair yoga community. Missing you all very much. But how wonderful that we can use technology to connect this way. So speaking of connections, let's again connect by pressing down through the soles of the feet, lifting up through the toes, spreading the toes wide, and then lift them off the mat, hold them up, and then one at a time, beginning with the big toe, letting them settle down. You might not be able to see my toes the way I've positioned the camera. Hopefully you can see them. So settling them back down, pinkies touching down last. And then pressing in through the ball of the foot. So all of those corners of the feet, you're pressing down. So the two corners, you can either think of one point on the heel or 2 points on either edges of the heel. Pressing down, and then looking in and see if your ankles, we're working upward, ankle to the knee, knee to the hip is in one line. Making any adjustments if your knees are further forward or back. You also might want to put your feet on blocks or sit up on a blanket if you need, if moving your body doesn't give you that 90 degree angle. And then moving gently side to side on your sit bones. If you'd like, you can move any flesh, extra flesh, although most of you don't have any, but away from the sit bones so that you can really root down. This is that rootedness through the feet. And then press down through the feet with your hands on your thighs and notice how the thighs engage. And continue to press down through the feet and begin to grow. Begin to lift up out of the hips, creating some length along the side of the waist. Take the shoulders, roll them up to the ears, back, and settle them down. Allow the palms to come down by your sides. Check in with your hip distance, 2 palms, heel toe your feet out at an appropriate amount so that you can fit 2 feet between your thighs, and then squeeze, not 2 feet, 2 hands between your thighs. And then squeeze your fists with your thighs, so engaging the inner leg muscles, the adductors. Good. Continue to press in through the feet, release the hands. Again, continue to feel the lengthening up through the body and the shoulders back and down, taking one fist, placing it between the chin and the collarbones so that the back of the neck lengthens. And then feeling that reaching up through the crown of the head, the settling down of the shoulders. This is our seated mountain. This is our base. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. I am the mountain. I am strong. I am steady. I am stable. Taking your hands and gently placing them either palms face down or palms face up on your lap, resting through the shoulders, continuing to keep the eyes closed if you wish. I'd like to read something as you continue to sit there by Jivana Heyman. Jivana Heyman is the director of Accessible Yoga, and I really enjoy the posts that they create. This one really struck me, and I wanted to share it with you. So continuing to sit there in your seated mountain. Jivana Heyman says, as I woke up this morning and regained consciousness from the blissful ignorance of sleep, I noticed myself going through a rapid series of extreme thoughts and emotions. My first thought was about the pandemic, a thought that felt more like a punch in the gut. Fear of the unknown, of untold suffering for people all over the world, as well for me and those I hold dear. The feeling came so fast, filling me with a sense of dread, worry, and fear. Then, in the next moment, a very different thought came. As I lay in bed, I noticed how comfortable and warm I was. I was overcome by a feeling of coziness and comfort. I was filled with a sense of appreciation that flooded my body. I felt so lucky to have this warm bed, a safe place to sleep, and a roof over my head. A small smile came over my face. That was all in the first minute of being awake. It's no wonder I've been so tired the last few weeks. This emotional journey has been exhausting, and I'm still mostly affected at a distance. I can only imagine the physical suffering of those who are ill and the pain of their family and friends. I think of the bravery of the frontline healthcare workers and of the physical and emotional stress they're experiencing. But then I return to the feeling of my warm bed, and I remembered a powerful meditation I once read by Thich Nhat Hanh, which he called the Unheadache Meditation. In this meditation, he asks us to pause and recognize those moments when we are not in pain and not suffering, the times we don't have a headache. He asks us to appreciate those moments of feeling okay. What a gift to stop and appreciate the things that I used to take for granted, going out for dinner, giving hugs, and teaching yoga in person. Also an opportunity to appreciate the things I still have, my warm bed, homemade food, plants in the garden, blooming. Thich Nhat Hanh's personal example of practicing peace in the face of the Vietnam War can be a guide for us all in this challenging moment. He experienced the pain and suffering of his country and used those experiences to share a message of internal and external peace. He taught us how to find peace in ourselves, even when the world was painful and challenging. He said, sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. I'm going to repeat that because I really find that potent. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. In the face of darkness and fear, it feels like bravery to smile, especially if it allows me to smile at someone I love or someone on the street as I try to avoid them. It's not spiritual bypassing to try to focus on the little things that bring me joy or peace. I know meditation is creating space for other thoughts to come, space to acknowledge those moments when I don't have a headache or when I don't have fear, and then I can choose to smile. Lifting myself up in this way is a big part of my practice. Living in quarantine with my family, I can feel those moments when my frustration and my impatience arises and how I tend to take my feelings out on people around me. He says, yoga practices give me a space to process my feelings. That is an essential service to myself and those around me, and it allows me to be of service in other ways, mostly because I'm not giving someone else a headache. When there is spaciousness, when I can bring my mind back to the safety of a warm bed, then I can offer support to my family, friends, students, and community. When I allow myself to smile, I can share the peace and also the pain of this journey. The smile becomes a gateway to sharing myself with the world. So please remember, as you move through your practice today, as you move through being at home, either alone or with loved ones, and even those strangers, if you're not wearing a mask, to smile. Your eyes can smile too. Keeping the eyes closed, if they were closed, or soft gaze, just taking a moment to allow that inner smile to emerge at the eyes, at the mouth, the hips, feeling as if the whole body can smile. And watching the breath as it comes and as it goes. Smiling at the breath. Scanning the body gently from the bottoms of the feet up through the legs, the thighs, the hips, moving upwards into the lower belly, the chest, and the upper chest, the whole back as it moves up from the lower, middle, upper back, the hands, arms, shoulders, up through the throat, neck, the jaw, mouth, the eyes, the head, the whole body full of sensation, radiance, the whole body in a smile. And then bringing awareness to the brain, to the mind, creating a sense of lightness, the brain, the lightness of being. And as you're ready, gently bringing your hands in front of your chest, palms palms touching gently. Smile, lingering. Begin the class with 3 Om, followed by a short chant. The chant I will chant, you're welcome to chant with me if you know this one. It's may we work well together, may we learn from one another, and may our learning be illuminated. Taking a breath in. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejas Vinabhaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And then one more chant. This is saying, may all be happy, may all be peaceful, be free from suffering. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kashe dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And slowly opening your eyes, taking in the light with a smile. Namaste. Enjoy your practice today. Gently lowering your hands down. Reclaiming your seated mountain if it started to move away from you during the meditation. We're going to be working with the joints today, and just overall happiness of feeling. So we'll begin by lifting one foot off the floor, spreading the toes, scrunching, spread, scrunch, lift up through the crown of your head, continue. Spread wide, scrunch, spread wide, scrunch, spread wide, scrunch, wide, scrunch. One more, wide, scrunch, lower the leg, lift the other leg, open the toes, close, open, close, spread, together, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract. Last one, expand, contract. Lower the foot down. Just feel both feet on the mat. Lift up through the crown, press down through the feet. As we trace our way up the body, next is the ankles. So pointing, pulling the toes back, pointing, back, point, back. Check in with your posture as you continue this. Point, back, point, flex, away, toward you, away, toward you. Last one, point, hold it, press your heel, hold it, and release. Other leg up, point, away, point, away, point, towards you, point, towards you, point, towards you. Keep going. You can laugh at me. That really made no sense, but you knew what I was doing. Keep going. Can we laugh at ourselves? I hope so. One more. Hold it out. Press your heel and lower. Pausing here in seated mountain. Deep breath in and exhale. All right, next. Bringing one leg out, we'll begin to roll the ankle in a circle, one direction. Relaxing the shoulders. And then the other direction. Notice if your spine is still lengthening. And release. Other side. Roll it out clockwise. And then the other side, the other direction. And release. All right, so let's try both together. We can work then on the leg muscles, the upper thighs, pointing, pulling the toes back, pointing, 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 pointing. Roll them in one direction. Working on the core too. Other direction. And release. Coming back into your seated mountain, lifting up through the crown of your head. Relax. Deep and long breathing. Nice. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hold one leg underneath the thigh. You can interlace your hands. Relax your shoulders though and press down through the opposite leg. From here we'll extend and contract. Extend, contract. Extend, contract. Continue to press down through your other foot. Contract. Extend, contract. Try to pull the heel back as far as possible. As you extend, press out through the heel. Last time. Hold it out. Pull it back. And release. Other side. Holding under the leg, interlacing. Maybe you do the opposite interlace. And then we begin. Extend, contract. Extend, press out through the heel. Pull the heel back up towards your chair. Whatever amount works for you. Maybe your leg doesn't lift this way today. Maybe it's a little bit of a smaller movement. That's okay too. Just we're working with the knee. Continue to press down through the opposite foot, please, and relax the shoulders as you elongate the body. Last time, hold it out. Bring it in. Press your heel up towards your chair. And release. Come back into seated mountain. Settling in. I am the mountain. I am strong. I am stable. I am steady. Deep and long breaths. Take an inhale. As you exhale, placing the hands on the knees and heel toe the feet out, maybe a little bit wider. Actually, maybe even wider than that. About the width of your mat if you have a mat. And then we'll bring the knees in and take it out. In, out. In, out. In, out. This movement is really coming from the hips, but also the knees and the ankles have some activity. You can roll to the outer edge of the ankles if you wish, and then the inner edge of the foot. Keep lifting through the sternum. It's a little bit hard in this position, so if you need to lean forward a little bit, that's completely fine. Let's do one in, hold it, press your knees toward each other, and then out. Press your knees out to the side, and then back. Heel toe your legs back together. Inhale, exhale, lift one leg, and then you're going to take your leg in a circle in one direction. You're supporting underneath. And then reverse the direction. Still working with the knee here. And back to center, let it go. Other side, interlacing underneath. You can change the interlace of your hand. One direction. It's a good name for a band. Haha. And then change directions. Try to focus on the knee. Good, and then settle it down. Nice. Continuing, we'll move up to the hips now. From here, take an inhale. As you exhale, hold underneath your leg for a moment. If you can lift your leg up any amount. I'm going to lift mine up to this amount, but maybe yours is here, maybe it's here, wherever you want it to be. And then we'll take it out to the side and back, out to the side and back, trying to keep the torso steady. You can also hold the side of the chair if that's better. Side, together, side, together, side, together. 8, 9, 10, and release. Other side, out, together, out, together. Keep going. Foot is flexed. Lengthen through the crown, relax the shoulders. Awareness at the hip. You might feel also in the inner thigh. One more. And release. Coming back into your seated mountain. Keeping long breathing. Very nice. So continuing to move up, up, up. We'll come now to, let's do a little bit of forward and back movement. So coming forward and then back. Like a rocking movement. Forward and back. You can even lift your legs off the floor as you come back. Forward, like a rolling and rocking movement. Keep it going. Each time you come down, place your feet down. Up and back. Up and back. One more. Up. Hold it up if you can, wherever your legs are. One more forward. Hold it forward a little bit. And then press into your feet. Slowly come up. Return to your seated mountain. Good. We'll take one hand out, spread the fingers, make a fist. Spread the fingers, hold the thumb. Spread the fingers, make a fist. Spread the fingers, hold your thumb. Spread the fingers, make a fist. Spread the fingers, hold your thumb. Spread the fingers, make a fist. Spread the fingers, hold your thumb. And release. Other side, same thing. Spread, fist. Spread, thumb. Spread, fist. Spread, thumb. Spread, fist. Spread, thumb. Spread, fist. Spread, thumb. Spread, fist. Last one, spread, thumb. Release. Breath in. And a breath out. Supporting your forearm with one hand. Cover your thumb. Roll the wrist one direction. And the other direction. If you've been using your computer a lot, this might feel really nice, or your phone. It's like the width of your phone, you hold it a certain way a lot, and your fingers are spread that way. Release, other side, hold your thumb, turn your wrist in one direction. So important to work with the joints as much as you can. I love this joint series, reverse direction, because you really are making sure you hit everything. But if there are any I'm forgetting, always let me know. I think there's a comment box, so you can always comment on the videos if you like. Love to hear from you. I'm going to start checking them so I know if you're watching or not. Good. And then shake that out. Let's take the hands, press them forward. I want to do it one at a time, actually. Hold your opposite wrist, your opposite forearm down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Last one, press and down. Other side, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Last one, up, down. Good. Just flap the wrists, flap them. You can be silly here. Shake them any way you want to. Oh, feels really good. Shake them around. Be careful though. Shake, 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 shake. Let's shake them a little higher, a little lower, a little higher again, out to the sides, lower. Shake, 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 shake. Maybe shake your shoulders too. We'll get there soon to work the joints, but feels good to move. Yeah. Slow it down. Good. Come back to your seated mountain, taking a breath in. And exhale. Great. As we trace our way up, our next joint is our elbows. So we'll extend and tap. Extend, tap. You can support underneath if you wish. Extend, tap. Extend, tap. Extend, tap. Extend, tap. Extend, tap. Extend, tap. Last one, tap. Elbow out to the side. Same thing. If it's too much for your shoulder, then keep your elbow into your side. Otherwise, arm out to the side. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Out and release. Other side, supporting. Out, extend. Sorry, in, extend. In, extend. In, extend. In, extend. Keep it going if you can. 8, 9, last one, 10. Good. Fingertips to the shoulder, arm out to the side, any height. Extend, bring it in. Extend, in. Press through your feet. In, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, extend. Bring it in. Turn it back to the side and release. Coming back to seated mountain. Good. We'll move up to the shoulders. So let's turn the palms away. So your palms are facing forward, and then you're going to rotate so that your thumbs face out. Face forward and out. Face forward and out. Forward, reverse. Open, reverse. Forward, reverse. Elbows are also, and wrists are getting into this. I really like this for the whole arm. Continuing. 1 more, and good for the bicep muscles too. I can feel my biceps working. All right, and then hold it out and relax. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, press them way down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Fingers way down. Return to seated mountain. I just smile thinking that hopefully you guys are watching me and just picturing you doing this at home. That makes me really happy. Good. And then we'll bring the fingertips to the shoulders. You have an option to do this with your hands by your sides. We're going to do shoulder rolls. So you can start rolling out your shoulders with your arms down, or you can bring your fingertips to your shoulders and we'll use the elbows. So it's up to you which variation you want to do. For me, I really feel expansion when I do it this way. I also do this way too, but I'm going to practice this way. You choose your variation. So nice expansion as you open up. We'll take 3 more. Feeling with awareness on the shoulders as much as possible. Last time. And then when you touch down and your elbows touch, or if your arms are down, you'll begin to reverse, going the other direction. So whichever direction you didn't go in, go the opposite direction. Oh. We may be somewhat more sedentary. I don't know. Things change a lot when you're home more often. So I'm noticing my shoulders and my upper back are carrying a lot of tension. Good. And relax. But there's that headache, unheadache again. Where is it feeling really good? And actually that did feel really good. So these practices are amazing. Good. And then from here, we'll work with the neck. So we'll take an inhale as you exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, exhale, slightly back so you can see the wall and ceiling in front of, up and across from you. Down and up. Down and up. Down and lift. Down and up. Down and up. Last one, down, up. Come back to center, relax. Good. Ear to one shoulder and center. Other side and center. First side and center. Second side, center. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Continue. Continue. Last one. Center. The other side. Center. Relax. Take a breath in and out. Inhale. As you exhale, drop the chin down to your chest and begin clockwise circles of your neck. We're going to take 5 in each direction, so please go at your own speed. I like to do this really slow so I can feel each part of my neck, see what's going on there. I sometimes linger at a part that feels a little bit tense and breathe into that spot. Oh, letting my shoulders melt away. Take your time. I'll give you plenty of time here. After you've completed 5, and that's at your own speed, you can reverse the direction. There's going to be plenty of time at the end, so don't worry. Take it slow, feeling each aspect. You might want to connect with the breath as the inhale draws you back, and then the exhale begins when you're toward the back and takes you around to the front. Your eyes can be closed or open. If you feel dizzy at all, please come out of it or make it a smaller rotation. Jaws relaxed. And whenever you've completed 5 and your chin touches down again, very, very slowly draw your head up. There's no hurry. I'm here for you. Coming back whenever you're through into seated mountain. Deep, long breathing when you get back to seated mountain. And then from here, we'll inhale. As you exhale, look over one shoulder, keeping your chin parallel to the ground. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, going the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, over the shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, going the other direction. Chin stays parallel with the floor if possible. The exhale and the inhale happen. Going to keep the torso steady. Just the head moving from the neck. Good. And then exhale, release. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Jaw is a muscle. And there's a joint, right? If you put your fingers right where the ear and the bottom of the ear and the face meet, if you open your mouth, you can feel that jaw joint. So let's give a little massage there. Making sure your hands are clean. You can go in both directions, not too hard. Good. And then we'll open our mouth wide and stretch our tongue out. Open our eyes wide and look up. So we'll do that 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Good. You can keep smiling if you wish, so that's definitely working with the jaw. And then blow your cheeks up big. And release. You can put air out if you have nobody around you. One more. Good. Good. And then taking the jaw side to side. If it's cracking or clicking, do it very gently or continue with the open mouth, open and closed mouth. So side to side with the jaw. Good. And then release. Give it another little massage. Nice. And then you can massage your earlobes, pull them out a little bit. And then we'll take the top of the head, interlace the fingers, and just press down gently on the head. If this is not nice for your shoulders, your elbows can be a little closer together, or just bring one hand up. Continue with the hands on the head and your awareness at that space right where your hands and your head meet. Softening the face. Keeping your awareness at your head. And then keeping your mind where it is on your head, lower your hands down to your lap, but continue to keep your awareness at your head. Your mind drifts off, come back to the crown of the head as if your hands were still there. Allowing that big happy smile to return to the face if it had evaporated. It's okay. Good. And when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes. Taking a breath in and exhale. So we've worked I think all of the joints of the body. I may be forgetting a few, but so that should feel very invigorating all over. So let's take a few sun salutations. Coming to the front edge of your chair, checking in with your seated mountain. So I'm not going to call left. I might mess up and say right and left because I'm so used to calling that. But yeah, actually I will say right and left, but I'm not going to be, I am not mirroring you, so don't look at me. So if I'm drawing my right leg back, that's going to be this side for you. Don't get all caught up on it as long as we're even on both sides, okay? Because I don't have the directionals like we have in this studio, but we can be fine with it. Just remember which side you drew back and front on each round. We'll take 3 rounds. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, press into the feet, lift up, arch back. Exhale, coming forward and down. Any back issues could just come halfway. Inhale, right leg, hold on to the side of your chair. Maybe different than our studio chair. This one definitely is, so make sure you're okay with it. Right leg draws back. And then hold your breath, shift up, coming into seated plank. Exhale, chest and forehead forward. Inhale, come into cobra. Exhale, bring your legs and arms out. Inhale, right leg draws back, lengthen spine. Exhale, right leg comes up halfway or all the way down. Inhale into your feet, up and back. Exhale, hands in namaskar. Release. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, 2, up and back. Exhale, 3, forward and down. Inhale, 4, left leg back, lengthen. Hold your breath, 5, plank. Exhale, 6, coming forward. 7 is cobra, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. 8, lifting up. 9, left leg back. 10, folding forward. 11, press into the feet, rise. 12, hands in namaskar, release. Again, inhale, exhale. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, come forward and down. Inhale, right leg back. Retain, plank. Exhale, chest and forehead. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring it all out. Right leg back, lengthen. Exhale as you fold down. Inhale to rise up and back. Exhale, palms. Release, inhale, exhale. Inhale up and back. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, left leg back. Retain, plank. Exhale, chest and forehead. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, take it out. And come into your half. Exhale all the way or halfway down. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, palms down. Release, 3rd and final round. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, right leg back. Hold your breath, plank. Exhale, chest and forehead. Inhale, cobra, shoulder blades together. Exhale, lift it up. Your right leg draws back. Exhale, come forward and down. Inhale, coming up and back. Exhale, namaskar. Release, inhale, exhale. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward and down. Left leg back. Hold your breath, plank. Exhale, chest and forehead forward. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, sideways V. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, palms in namaskar. Release. Whew. Coming into seated mountain. Close your eyes if you wish. You can rest your hands on your lap if that feels more comfortable. Smiling because you can do this. Smiling because you get to do this. Feeling the breath, feeling the heart rate begin to quiet a little bit after those 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. Good, and then we're going to do one really slow round of sun salutations. So we're going to do just one side, I think. Let's see how it flows. Coming into seated mountain, press down through your feet, lengthening up through the crown of your head, lifting up through the sternum. Inhale, exhale, press your palms. Release your shoulders down, press the whole palm together. On your next inhale, let the arms come out in front, press through your feet, lift the arms by the ears, coming into a gentle back bend, stretching out through the armpits, pressing down and lifting at the same time, making sure you're breathing. As you exhale, trying to keep your arms alongside your ears, press into your feet to come forward, forward, and down. Again, you can come halfway if that is better for you today. If you're coming all the way down, placing your hands next to your feet if they reach, or maybe fingertips, or wherever your hands reach, and let the head hang. Let it be really heavy here. You can nod yes, and shake it no. Continue to breathe, relax the shoulders. Good. Slowly from here, holding your chair somewhere or taking your palms, the backs of your hands onto the chair, taking the right foot back, press down through the ball of the right foot. And then I'd love for you to feel from the tailbone to the crown of the head, one straight line as you press your left foot down and internally rotate your thighs as if they're squeezing toward each other. A lot going on here. When we do it fast, we don't always notice how much is going on. Nice. From here, continue to press into your left foot and pull your navel to the spine as you begin to hinge up. Bring your right foot forward to meet your left, coming into a strong seated plank. So with this plank, your shoulders are down your back. You're pressing out through the heels of your hands. You're pressing both feet equally, and you're lifting through the crown of the head. The arms are nice and straight. You don't want to totally lock out your elbows, but engaging the muscles of the arms. Even though we hold our breath when we come into this in the regular version, breathe for me now. Good. And then bringing your chest and forehead forward as the backs of your hands draw back in front of your shoulders. Elbows gently tucked in. Lift up through the chest a little bit. So your forehead is out towards your knees, your chest is reaching forward, your shoulder blades are drawing back. Very strong. All of these postures are strong. Shoulders away from the ears. And then coming into Cobra, bringing the hands either on the chair next to you or by your next to the chair, lifting up through the chest, breathing. And then exhale, take everything out. The heels don't have to lift, they can stay down. Taking whichever variation you would like. So we have the core is engaged, the arms, the shoulders, the thighs, there's a lot going on. So as I said before in plank about not locking out the elbows, same with the knees. So you want to engage the thighs and make the knees straight, but try not to lock them out. Good. From here, we'll draw the left foot back, lengthen the spine, come back into the equestrian with the elongated spine and with pressing the ball of the left foot down, pressing the sole of the right foot down, and hugging the thighs in toward each other. Breathing there. And then bringing the left foot forward to meet the right, again, folding either in half or completely down, letting the head hang, letting the shoulders release. Can you breathe into your back body here? Press into the feet to rise up. Slightly back, lifting the chest. Exhale, hands back into Namaskar and release. Good. Come back into seated mountain. Deep and long breathing, please. Full three-part yogic breathing, filling up the abdomen, the ribs, the chest, and releasing from the chest, the ribs, and the abdomen. Good. And then coming up toward the front of your chair, we're going to do a breathing technique now, and this is a nice active technique of breathing. So you can go at your own speed and your own pace. We'll call it the lion breathing. So if you remember, lion is the one where we stick our tongue out and roar like a lion. This is similar to it. So what we'll do is we'll make lion grips with our hands and we'll pull down. So it's going to look like this. We've done it in class a couple of times. So remember the smiling. All right, here we go. Ready? And hopefully you don't care who's in your house and they're not thinking you're crazy. My kids are downstairs. They're probably thinking I'm nuts, but who cares? It's yoga. Have fun with it. So here we go. Breathe in through the nose and then exhale through the mouth. Make your claws. Four more. Last one. And then take your throat, pet it. Release your hands, swallow. Relax your shoulders. Good. And while we're being silly, let's do a little bit of laughter yoga. So it's much more fun to do this in a group. So let's picture each other all doing this in a group. So we'll start out and we'll go, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. Oh, so good, so good, so good. To relax. Are you smiling? I bet you are. Feeling the prana, the energy within the body, the life force. Where do I feel good right now? Very nice. And then we'll continue to breathe for a few more deep and long breaths. Eyes can be closed or open. Good. And then slowly opening your eyes if they were closed. We'll take our hands behind us on the chair. Now let's take them to the sides of the chair and extend the legs up in front of us. Good. Continue to hold the legs up. If you'd like, you can bring your arms up too. Lifting up through your wrists. Exhale, lower the arms, keeping the legs where they are, pressed down through your chair if you can. Lift up through the chest, another moment in time, and then release. Good. From here, we'll heel toe our feet out to the side, toes facing out. Coming into a wide-legged forward fold, only folding down as much as is comfortable for you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, begin to slide your hands down. Be careful at your knees. Coming down, hands can come to the mat in front of you, or you can keep your hands on your thighs. If you'd like, you can lower the head down, bringing the body weight forward, coming any amount that feels appropriate for you today. Deep, long breathing. Then placing your hands on your thighs, hinging from the hip to slowly roll up. Take your time, let the blood pressure settle. That's an inversion and a forward bend at once. Heel toe the feet, coming back into seated mountain, taking a moment here. We'll take the soles of the feet together now, and coming into the butterfly. They don't have to touch, they can be out to the sides. I know it's a little hard to see my feet, so they can be out to the sides or touch, and you can rest the outside edge of your foot on the floor. So coming at your level. And we're going to take this leg variation, but I'll take it as a back bend. So from here, go toward the front of your chair, bringing your hands behind you on the mat, fingers facing away, lifting up through the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together. Let the hips feel heavy, lifting up, deep and long breathing. Careful of your head and neck. Can you breathe into the upper chest? This is sort of like frog and fish combined. A hybrid frog and fish. And it's also a little bit of a cobra too. All right, and then from there, gently releasing head. Release the shoulders. Come back into your seated mountain. Moving into a spinal twist. You'll cross one ankle over the other and squeeze the legs together. That's option 1. Option 2, you can take the top leg and cross it over the bottom leg. Wherever you are sitting up. And then the leg that's on top or crossed over, we're going to twist to that side. So this is our spinal twist. So from here, you can inhale your arms up, if that's okay with your shoulders. Exhale, twist toward the top leg. Release the shoulders. You can rotate your head gently to look over your right shoulder if you wish. Continue to squeeze your legs together in whichever variation you're in, keeping the chest lifting. The back hand is right behind your tailbone, right next to your tailbone, so that helps to lift the chest. So continue to breathe in your spinal twist. Notice if the top hip is coming off, sit bone is, and maybe try to root it a little bit if that is helpful for you. And then slowly come back to center, release the arms, release the leg, pause for a moment in seated mountain. So good to twist the spine. And keeping it mobile, limber. Then the other side, so crossing the ankle over and squeezing the legs together, or crossing the knee over and squeezing the legs together. Oh, I didn't switch side. And then from here, we're going to turn to the side of the leg that's either crossed over or on top. So inhale up with the arms pressed down through the bottom foot. Exhale, twist, coming to your spinal twist. Your back hand comes behind your tailbone or next to your tailbone. The front arm you're using to press into the top arm, whichever variation you're in. Sorry, the opposite arm is pressing into the top leg. Don't play twister with me. I'd probably get all mixed up. Good. And relax the shoulders down. Lift through the crown of the head, press through the foot that's on the bottom. Continue to twist and breathe. Feeling the twist moving through the body like an auger from the bottom up. Keeping twisting, twisting, twisting. Very nice. Slowly bring the head back to center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Release the arms, release the legs, coming back to seated mountain. Great. Take both knees, come up to your tippy toes, round the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Breathe. And then slowly release. We're going to come into, we have 2 more, and then we'll start a little bit of breath work and move into Shavasana. So from here, we're going to come in, try the crow today. So taking the Kakasana, taking the feet out to the side. This may be a little bit varied depending upon if you have an arm on your chair. So from here, you can place your hands right in front of you and lean forward, lifting the chest. This is one wonderful variation. If you'd like, you can bring your feet back a little bit on either side of your chair. This is variation 2. Variation 3, you lift your feet off the floor. And if you want to get super crazy and that's not enough for you, I think this is plenty for most of us. But if you want to get really crazy, you can scoot back in your chair, on your chair, bring your legs up and then lean forward, putting your weight on your hands and maybe lifting your legs up for a second. I don't think I'm going to do that one today, but so finding the variation, we'll hold it for another few breaths. Very nice. And then gently release whatever variation you're in, coming back into seated mountain. The last one will be a half moon type of position. So bring the arms up over your head. Press down through your feet. Bend over to one side. Let's let that lower hand come down and lengthen out. You might use it on the chair for some leverage. Lengthen. Use your hand, your top hand, to really draw away so you can feel the side of the waist lengthening, the whole side body. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, release the arm. The other side, bring both arms up. Lift up. Exhale, coming over to the side. And then you can release the lower arm, either holding the chair or letting it come down. But really, we really want to focus on stretching the side that's open, not the one we're bending to. Continue to breathe. Feel this lengthening coming. So good. So much feels good. So much worth smiling about. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Release the arms down. Take a moment here in seated mountain. Deep, long breathing. Nice. Now lead you into a breath technique. We're going to move from the breathing technique to Shavasana. So just gather what you need for Shavasana. I'll give you a few moments to transition. Shavasana is our corpse pose, our relaxation pose, our peace pose. So that can be taken on the chair in any way. I really like to have some support against the back. If you have a blanket or a pillow, you can put that there if you just do not want to get off your chair yet. If you want to take Shavasana on your mat, you can do that. So you might enjoy, if you're comfortable seated on the floor, this is a chair yoga class, so I'm not going to demonstrate it that way, but if you're comfortable seated on the floor for the breathing techniques, you can do that, and then move into Shavasana after that. So take a few moments to get what you need, to get set up, to figure out how you're going to work it. And then when you're ready, if you're seated on the floor or on the chair, either way, elongating the spine, we're going to be breathing in for a count of 4. And we're going to be breathing out for a count of 8. If that is too much for you, then please breathe in for 3 and out for 6 and just tune me out. Eyes can be closed. We're breathing in and out through the nose if possible. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Resume your natural breath. Just feeling the effects of your pranayama practice, your breathing practice, your asana practice, your physical practice. Slight smile on the face. And then as you're ready, gently preparing for our final relaxation, taking rest in a way that is comfortable for you. Take some time. I'm going to leave you in your Shavasana so you can enjoy and bask in the resonance of the practice for as long as you need. So making sure you're quite comfortable. If you're lying down, maybe something under your knees like a pillow or rolled up blanket or pillow under your head. Really enjoy. There's the beauty of doing this at home, that you can really stay here as long as you need. If you're on the chair, make sure you're positioning yourself comfortably wherever you are, allowing your feet to relax, your legs to relax. Your hips, belly, shoulders, your arms, your whole spine, your jaw, facial muscles. Relax, relax, relax. Begin to completely release. I leave you with love, leave you with joy and peace. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashid dukkha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all be filled with peace, with health. Om, peace, peace, peace. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you. Enjoy your Shavasana. Hope to see you again on the chair soon.